Pleased to welcome back Andrew Paterson this morning from Great Boulder on JustStocks. Andrew, morning.
Good morning. Great to see you again.
Good to have you back, Andrew. Look, great news this morning. You've announced here as far as the Ironbark Corridor, results back from air core drilling north and south of the Saltbush deposit. What are they telling you?
Yeah, a number of things really. So there's quite a lot in that announcement. And firstly, the drilling around Saltbush has there's a couple of good hits there along strike. So one to the northeast, one to the southwest. So that's that compares really favourably to Ironbark at a similar stage in its development. And that's very much an Ironbark analog. So that's good. And then the really exciting thing from my perspective is to the northeast, we've got this new outcrop that we discovered late last year and rock chipped that. And then that's really lit up in the geochemistry like a Mulga Bill target. So we've got the two different styles. We've got the intrusive related Mulga Bill-style slightly further east of Saltbush, and then the orogenic Ironbark style at Saltbush. And that just reinforces our view that it's a properly big system with heaps of fluids having gone through there, and we're looking forward to finding plenty more ounces. So it's great.
Well, you say it really lit up from a geochem perspective. Just tell us a bit more about some of the strength of these pathfinder elements that you've seen.
Yeah, that's a good question, because going back to the very early days of our exploration at Mulga Bill, and it was a real three-dimensional puzzle. And we were looking for primary gold under deep weathering. There was alluvial cover and then a depletion zone, so it was difficult to figure out what was going on. But the key thing that unlocked it for us was bismuth. Now, bismuth, if you've got a rock with bismuth in it and you weather it, and you can weather it all the way down to clay, but the bismuth will stay there. So that's a really immobile pathfinder. And if you've got a correlation between bismuth and gold, which we've already established at Mulga Bill, then bismuth becomes a really key thing in the early days. So bismuth in the history of our exploration at Sidewell's been super important. The other thing, there's as I say, a correlation between the two, bismuth and gold. And this new target, the bismuth there, is 10 times higher than anything else we've ever seen. So to put that into context, 1 part per million bismuth is an anomaly. This is 2,800 parts per million. So it's just off the charts in terms of bismuth. We've got gold there up to 0.6 grams per tonne, silver up to 81. So like a whole heap of stuff going on at this one outcrop. So it looks really, really juicy, and not a drill hole in sight. So we're pretty keen to get cracking with that.
So what are the plans, Andrew, in terms of follow-up drilling and exploration?
So the next phase of air core kicks off shortly in March with first pass drilling at this new target, first pass drilling at Ironbark North, and then follow-up air core and some RC at Saltbush as well. So we'll be drilling those 3 areas in the next round. That'll take us through March into early April.
So you reckon a bit of untapped future potential sitting within this region, sitting within your share price here?
Yeah, so, we obviously, there's a lot of questions around now comparing those 4 juniors in the mecotharosphere. And my argument is that Great Boulder has the best runway of growth potential, and this is really all focused around this Ironbark corridor. And don't forget, we've got the new or newer Wanbanna ground to the south that we picked up in the middle of last year. We really haven't done much work on that, but that's another 5 k's down there, and then all the way down to Polel. So there's just huge potential, and we're pretty keen to attack it as soon as we can.
Great to have you back on JustStocks, Andrew. Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks very much.